Hi guys, you're welcome to Masego Empire. It's another beautiful day. I'm so elated to welcome you once again to an important discussion we're going to have this morning. It's afternoon in Africa. It's morning here. It's actually 8:03 a.m. here in Toronto. And Charlie, it's some snowing day. We had some snow in the night, and Charlie, the weather, the weather, but Charlie, it is very good. The weather is good. Welcome guys. We're going to have some exciting discussion this morning, most especially to people who have been sending me messages. Actually, Canada is my dream country. Charlie, all this while I've been praying to God that I want to move to Canada. I want to move to Canada. Charlie, I've been praying to God that I want to marry, give birth, live my entire life in Canada. And sometimes when I ask these people, why do you want to come to Canada? About 10 people who have deliberately sent messages to me, sent emails to me that Canada is their home country, their dream destination. None of these people have been able to prove to me why they actually want to come to Canada, or why they have decided to refer to this place as their promising land, or as a country they want to spend their entire life at. That has actually gave me an insight to come your way this morning with this discussion. Now, let me say something. Based on what I have seen, based on what I have experienced just a few past days, I've come across two important information that I want to share with you. The first information is that everybody actually needs to have a classroom education. We need a classroom education. Everybody actually needs a minimum of a senior high school education. This education actually gives us a discovery about so many things. So if you are fortunate to have a post-secondary education, you've gone to teacher training, you've gone to nursing training, polytechnic or university, this gives you the opportunity to discover a whole lot of things. It gives you the opportunity to have a discerning mind. That is number one. The second important thing everybody needs in this life is to have exposure. Everybody needs exposure. If you have an exposure, it broadens your mind. It broadens your perspective about life. It broadens your perspective about even the dreams that you want to accomplish in life. We need classroom education, or we need a formal education, and we need what? Exposure. You see that? Let me tell you something. You know, I've been saying that I have never been to an airport in Ghana before until I had my visa to travel. When I had my visa, I went to one of my big men, Georgia. And when I had my visa, I've been having a whole lot of different ideas crossing my mind. I have different ideas. So I told him some of the things that I had wanted to do, and he always tells me that the most important thing is to land in Canada. If I land in Canada, things that I need to do, information that I need will begin to pop up. I said, okay. Now, sorry for that. When I joined the plane, that day when they actually did about 3 checks for us to board the plane. When I board, we were moving to join the plane, sorry. There was an air hostess who was standing at the entrance. I never knew that there are so many cabins in just one plane. There is economy, there is so, and there is a place for those who are just the average people. So when I got into the plane, I said, so human beings are actually in classes. Places for those who want to be at the luxurious places, economy, Charlie, VIP and all those things. So I sat in the plane and said, Charlie, so this is what is it? And those of us who were there were many. I was in cabin D, and we were over 100 people there. And when you see the other cabins, people were many. So when I was in the plane, a point in time I wanted to pee. When I moved there, I've seen about 2 other cabins there. So this is our life there. Okay. When I was in the plane, before we make a transit, we were actually supposed to make a layover in Egypt. When I got to Egypt, I would see my perspective about life actually changed. In actual fact, to be sincere with you, I had 2 admissions in Canada. I had one master's program in University of Saskatchewan to go and study masters in education, one of the aspects of education. I had another undergraduate admission in another university to go and study BSc in mathematics. When I was coming, see, based on things that I've been seeing, my perspective changed entirely about life. My perspective changed about the programs that I want to study. So whilst we were moving from Ghana to Egypt, and when we make a layover, well, when we had a transition from Egypt to another from Egypt to Canada, see, the level of my thinking actually changed. The way I was thinking from Ghana to Egypt and from Egypt to Canada, my thinking changed. I said, nah, my thinking changed. So I was asking myself so many questions. Charlie, this is a big opportunity God has given me. Charlie, what program am I going to study? What program? And the program I'm going to study, Charlie, Titus, I'm good, my brother, I'm good, Titus. The program I'm going to study, how relevant is that program going to be? You see that? I was thinking, how relevant would that program be? That is one question I was asking myself. Then I was also asking myself, hey, Ben, I see you. Ben, I see you. Then I was asking myself, the program I'm going to study, what sort of impact is that program going to have on my future? What impact is that program going to have in terms of those who are going to be around me? What sort of impact would that program going to have in terms of, my pension and other things? Ben, how are you doing, my brother? I was thinking about those things until we landed at Pearson International Airport. When we landed and we were moving, when I saw the airport, Charlie, see, when I saw the airport, glasses all over. And when we get to the airport, the way you see people, Charlie, I said, nah. Good. I told myself, no, the program I want to study, This program cannot take me to the international level. Rex, I see you. Rex, I see you. I told myself, no, this program cannot take me to the international level. See, to be sincere with you, when I landed at Pearson, my level of thinking has changed. I said, no. Charlie, that program, no. I went through the processes. They gave me my document and other things. Charlie, come and see. That day, we'll talk about that proper. 2 people were actually put on some bench there. They said they were going to return them to Nigeria. The next available flight will be taking them back to Nigeria. So when they cleared me, gave me my document and stuffs, I was happy. I have to go and look for my luggages and stuffs. And I moved. When I moved, I have to take my taxi. And it was Lexus. So we have Lexus there. We have Benz. Charlie, Porsche cars. The cars they were using for taxi. The cars they were using for taxis here, in actual fact, I mean no disrespect. Even our president in Ghana, the cars our president in Ghana has been using, those cars cannot be compared to the cars here. When I was in the car coming, what I was seeing, I said, Then the driver asked me, is this your first time in Canada? I said, yes. He said, oh, then you welcome. Charlie, my level of thinking has changed. Now, back to the topic for discussion. To all those who are saying that Canada is their dream country, Canada is where they've been dreaming to be, that is the sort of mindset I want to have. Have a mindset that will push you, that will position you to such a way that when you come here, if you are coming here to study, 1, the program you are going to study, come and study a program that will make you internationally competitive. Internationally competitive in such a way that, number 1, your program should be relevant to United States of America. Your program should be relevant to United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Ireland. Your program should be relevant to Germany. Your program should be relevant to all the developed countries. Don't just dream a little and say you want to come to Canada. When you come to Canada, you come and study a program that will give you a minimum wage. No, we need to move away from that. Move away from that. People who just dream of coming to Canada and just study, they are people who have minimum wage. See, based on what I have come to know now, there are so many brothers and sisters who move from Ghana to all these developed countries, and they are not actually classified as people who are rich. They are poor. When you find yourself here, they are poor. But because of the exchange rate, if they move to Africa, then they are classified as people who are rich, just because the programs that they study here doesn't make them rich. Their minimum wage is just average. They are not taking high income. That is the reality. Ask everybody. I don't want to mention any program. Most of these people, they are just taking a minimum wage. So they are not rich. They are not paid high income. They are not paid any huge income that will make them distinct. No. So it shouldn't be these people. If me, I dropped 2 programs that I had admission to, masters in relating to education. I had another admission relating to this in mathematics, BSc mathematics. I dropped those 2 programs. Oh, Charlie, I dropped those 2 programs. I've come to realize that if you come here and you want to make a serious impact, then you need to take your time and go through them here. If you are somebody who says here is your country or your dream country, your land of opportunity, then you need to have a big dream. You need to dream big as the ocean. Because, let me tell you, do you know that you can come here and finish studies and you not have the opportunity to stay? It happens. You can come here, study, go through all the processes, you apply for your permanent residency, you will not get it. So what happens to you? Possibly you need to go back to Ghana. What program are you going back to Ghana with? Is it a geography program you are coming to study here that will take you back to Ghana? You study a geography here, maybe geography in maybe a master's in geography, master's in something, and you are going back to Ghana. What are you going to do? So you need to study a program that will position you very well, so that even if you go back to Ghana, you will land a high-paying job. There are people who are in Ghana and their monthly salary is over 20,000 Ghana cedi. You see that? There are people who comes to these developed countries and study and go back to Ghana. They are making it big. So if you come here and study a program that perhaps, that perhaps is not so important, that is not high demanding, that is not what everybody needs here, a program that the economy needs here, a program that other developed countries truly want, and unfortunately you've not been able to get a permanent residence and you need to go back to your country, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Ask yourself. You need to ask this question. So if you claim that here is your dream country, you must ask yourself this question. You must ask. Everybody knows that you are coming here. Everybody knows that Rest is coming to Canada. Then you come to Canada to come and study which program? I don't want to mention any program. I don't want to sound so disrespectful to anybody. And you are coming to study some program here. Then after studying the program, you didn't get your permanent residence. Then you are going back to Ghana. Then you go back to Ghana. Which ministry? Which sector? Are you going to join politics? Will you work at the Ministry of Finance? Ministry of Energy? Ministry of where? Gender? Children? Education? Or where? Or the program you are going to study will not be relevant to any sector in Ghana. Then you go back to Ghana and be in your room and be singing Hack Hack My Soul. Have this thought at the back of your mind. Have it all. So if you send me a message that Charlie, you are in Canada. Oh, Canada is my dream country. Hey Charlie, I've been dreaming since childhood. I want to be in Canada. Ask yourself, why do you want to come here? Are you coming here because there is something so unique about this country that you want to also come in? You have a feel of, or because you know Canada is one of the destinations for technology, so you want to come and have a feel of this in their technology aspect of this in their curriculum. You want to come and study their engineering program here, so that in terms of skill, in terms of exposure, you'll be highly competitive in the world, so that when you go back to Ghana, Charlie, all sectors will be chasing you. Some will be wanting to pay you 50,000 Ghana cedi, 40,000 Ghana cedi, 80,000 Ghana cedi per month. People are taking this money. That is to be sincere with you. Or you just want to land in Canada and be doing a minimum wage job, a job that will pay you 10,000, 3,000 per year, 50,000 per year. Is that what you want to do? Please ask yourself this question. Ask who is very important. Ask. Or the program that you are going to study. I watch one this interview on GTV. That interview was conducted for Ben Doche Malo. You can watch it. Mr. Ben Doche Malo is now the director of communication for UN. He's now in South Sudan. You can check that video. You can Google his name. Sorry, just search his name on Facebook. Ben Doche Malo. You know him. He served in, I think, NDC government or something. He said in 1990 something or 80 something, University of Ghana actually gave him a scholarship to study in Scotland, in UK, to study information technology. And based on something, he began to report for BBC. And BBC were paying him. And when he finished his master's program in I think one of the schools in Scotland, BBC actually gave him the opportunity to stay, but he wanted to be faithful to his home country and the university that gave him the opportunity. So he returned to University of Ghana and was lecturing or something. Then BBC or something sent him an offer, and even sent him a visa to return to UK to work with them in I think in BBC. I'm sure it's BBC. To work with them in one of their sectors. And the salary was huge. Then somebody asked him to consider his future. You see that? What I want to draw from this, his inspiration is that, you see, when he got to the UK, the program he studied, information technology. Information technology, that is a good course. And when he went there, he began to use opportunities that were available to him. So even though he returned to Ghana, a sector, an institution in UK still finds him so relevant. They sent him visa, sent him plane tickets for him to return to UK. Are you coming to study a program here that even though if you are unfortunate, you have not had opportunity to stay in the country, an agency, an institution in Canada will send you a message for you to come back, come and serve. Have this thought at the back of your mind so that you not just come to Canada and just come and relax because you are already in Canada. So once you are here, Charlie, yes, you are okay. So even though you may not be doing well, you may not be making a lot of money, you are okay with that. Have this thought at the back of your mind. This is just a friendly reminder so that you make your plans very well. So that when you come here, you come and hit. You come and hit. Mr. Ben Doche Malo is Director of Communication for UN. And he's stationed in South Sudan. Do you think he will be paid in Ghana City? That man will be paid in what? Dollars. Dollars. Oh, he will be paid in dollars. You see that? That is what I want to bring to your attention this morning. Just this brief information I want to bring to your attention. Think about it. When you have the opportunity to study in Canada, you have opportunity to study in any advanced country. Study a program that will make you relevant to all countries. All countries should be chasing you. You see that? All countries should be chasing you. I had a discussion with somebody who is an engineer. We are in the same house here. He's not a citizen of this country, but he has his citizenship here. He's coming from one African country. When he came here, he studied civil engineering. He had a station here. Because of his position, he was sent to go and he worked in South Africa. He worked in Tanzania. He worked in Senegal. Oh, he worked in so many African countries. He's now back to Canada because of the program he studied. Study a program that will make you relevant. A few days ago, he told me he'll be leaving for this how do they call this place? He'll be leaving for Mexico to do something. He has a job offer in Germany. See, this man is moving all over the world. You see that? Finally, when I was in Ghana, one day I went to education office in Pando. Then I met one of my former tutors, Mr. Abajivo, who was AVA tutor in Akachi College of Education, I think in 2013, those days. I met him and he told me that as at that time, I learned he's on retirement now. As at that time, he was appointed as a director of USAID for Volta region. USAID director, USAID, a director for USAID for Volta region. As at that time, Volta region, OT region was not carved out of Volta region. And he was, see, they gave him a nice car. He had a driver. Charlie, he told me, hey, Papa, Charlie, it's a nice position. Go and apply. Go and check their website. I checked the website of USAID. Those days they were appointing people they declare some vacancy in some African countries. If you are qualified, they'll give you the position. You need to study a program that will make your skills so relevant to these international organizations. USAID, UKAID, Danida, UN, all these places, so that you can be moving from one country to another. If you are somebody who wants to go into politics, see, you can come and study programs that will make you to be qualified, so that when your party wins, you go back to Ghana, they give you position. Let me tell you, have you seen all the ministers President Nana Addo Dankwa has appointed in his administration? Have you seen that most of these ministers were based in UK, US, and some in Canada? Did you see it? I can give you names of ministers under the current regime in Ghana who were based in UK, US. Even our current Minister of Education was based in US. You see, the man positioned himself very well. The former Minister of Energy, Honorable Boachi Jaku, was based in where? UK. You see that? Who? One of the deputy ministers of finance was based in UK. You see that? Then who again? I think a lot of the ministers were based in UK. Our current vice president, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You know, Dr. Bawumia came to do his PhD in Canada. Dr. Bawumia came to do his PhD in Canada. He's back to Ghana. Do you know the director of communications for NDC, Sami Jenfi? He did some program in UK. Sam George, he did some program in UK. Charlie, because they know once they have the opportunity to study in these countries, their certificates holds a lot of weight. Because we know the educational system in these countries, their education is quality. The curriculum is centered to solving problems in our society. Check all our ministers. Check them. Check our ministers. One way or the other, they have studied at the international level. Courses that place them strategically. The programs places them systematically, so that any opportunity that comes in, Charlie, they will grab it. I'm telling you. The little knowledge I've acquired a few days, that is what I'm sharing with you. Study programs do things that will position you well, even if you go back to Ghana. See, if you go back, see, you know, people are in Ghana, they are enjoying. There is so much freedom in Ghana. There is so much money in Ghana. But this money is only being managed, being accessible, being money being accessible, being money to only few people who have access to it. There are so many opportunities in Ghana. The doors of this opportunity is only open to few people who have taken the chances that were open to them, few people who were smart to read good programs so that they will be able to make use of the next available opportunity. I'm being sincere with you, my brothers and sisters. Study programs that will position you well. I was discussing with one of my friends. For me, I always say, politics is not my friend. Politics is a good thing, but the way it is being managed, that is what doesn't entice me about it, especially in Africa. One of my friends in Pando, he's into this politics. You see him running for these parties. Last time he sent me a message and I was telling him, Charlie, me, I pity you. I told him to be sincere with you. I told him, I pity you, Papa. You don't have any qualification. You don't have any qualification. And you are running helter-skelter up and down doing politics. I told him. And I told him that if he were to be a sensible person, he should be on 24/7 on this page. If he's somebody, I've been telling him about this international education for a long time. He is coming from a better family as compared to me. I'm from a poor family. I told him if he were to be somebody, he should have taken this opportunity easily, quickly, without having a second thought. You are doing politics and you don't have any qualification. Now that he's struggling to have his first degree, not any proper degree. Not any proper degree. If I say no proper degree, a degree that will not help you to be able to do masters in any developed country here. I told him that if I were to be him, I would have taken this opportunity to come and study for a master's program in Canada. Come and do your master's in Canada if you are doing politics in Ghana. See, there are so many programs that I can mention that if you are doing politics, you come and study this program. You come and study this program. I'm telling you, if you are in NDC, you are in NPP, CPP, Charlie, when your government wins, they will give you an appointment. You have an appointment. I told him to come and study a program here. Come and study a program in Canada. Because he is into politics. Come and study a program and just, when you come to Canada, there we have NDC chapter Canada here, NPP chapter Canada. All these parties, they have their chapter here. Join them. Because the people here, they are few and their voice can easily be heard. Last time I was here when the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama came here. People were rushing. My friends called me. I told him, Charlie, take me out of that. They were rushing. Oh, Mahama came and met His Excellency, the former president. He met some people just beside me here. If I wanted to go, I could have gone there. You people would have seen me on television. You people could have even seen me on the videos that they shared on Facebook. I told him to come here. Have you seen? If you are in Ghana, it will be so difficult for you to have access to His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. You are in Ghana, it will be so difficult. You are in Pando, in those villages. It will be difficult for you to have access to the president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Difficult. But if you come here, it's so easy for you to have access to him. I told him to come and study your masters here. If you like, come and even do your PhD. Because most of the schools say once you finish with your masters, they will even tell you scholarship packages are available. If you want to do your PhD, you do it. And I told him, you are already doing politics. You are known here. You have some small money. You are supporting your party in Ghana. Your party wins. They can't give you ministerial position so easily. You see that? So when you go back to Ghana, the luxury is there. Things are there. You see, that is it. You need to position yourself. You need to have a plan B. If possible, have plan C, plan D. Come and study a program that will be so important here. If you finish studying those programs, see, countries all over the world you can apply. You can apply to companies here. You can apply to institutions in Canada. Apply to institutions in US. Apply to institutions in UK. They will give you good contract. What are we chasing? We are chasing money. See, right now, me, the way I've seen poverty in Ghana, the way me, I was poor. You people, when I'm talking about the way I was broke, people, see, the way me, I was broke in Ghana. God. And God has given me this opportunity. People who knew me, there is a, see, people who, the way me, I was broke in Ghana. I go to school, I don't have money. I go to school, don't have money. Money to buy food. My colleagues have been buying me food to eat. I'm being sincere with you. A colleague is on this page. My colleagues are on this page. Some of them do not know. But Madam Mokoko is here. She's been buying me food. See, sometimes I take money from them jokingly. They think, oh, this guy is. See, if you are broke like me and you are coming here, me, there is no job I'll do right now because of passion. There is no job right now I'll do because of passion. Me, anything that I'm doing now, apart from the covenant I'll have with God, anything that I'm doing should be related to money. Because the way I have seen poverty, see, my pay slip was covered with loan everywhere. There was loan everywhere on my pay slip. See, if I were to remain in Ghana somewhere, if I take loan, maybe the loan company, the controller and accountant general department won't even have a space to even they won't have a space. They won't even have a space to even write the loan. A controller will not have a space on my pay slip to even write the name of the loan company with the loan amount I'll be paying. Everywhere, all part of the loan, all part of my pay slip were covered, were choked with loan everywhere. That is the extent to which I was broke. You are broke like me, you are coming here. You will not come and study a program that will position you very well so that when you go back to Ghana, see, the salary they will pay you, the salary they will pay you. See, when people see your pay slip, they will you are in Ghana, you are taking this money. Yeah. That is it. That is what I want to bring to your attention this afternoon in Ghana and this morning in Canada. That is it. God bless you. May God give you the opportunity to travel. May God open chances for you. Nathaniel, thanks for the insight. Hardest truth. Thank you, my brother. It's well, Nathaniel. That is it, my brother. Thank you. May God give you chances. May God lead you to meet people who will only say a word, who will only tell you to do something, and that will be the beginning of greater things for you. May God lead you to meet people who will only say something, who will lead you to your next level. May God lead you and guide you so that the school you are going to apply to, the school you apply to, they will give you admission and give you scholarship. so that you come to Canada and come and study and change your destiny and change your life and change the life of your family. May God bless you. May God guide you. May God give you a new beginning. Oh, Ben, when are you coming for me? Oh, Ben, I'll come for you. You know, Ben, I want to end this video, but you have said something. Should I say it? In 2021, 2021 or so, I was supposed to go for a promotion. I was qualified. Ben and I, we supposed to go for that promotion. They shortlist us. Ben knows. We were supposed to go. I didn't go. That day, we were supposed to go for the promotion, 20th December. I was in Accra to do my police check to travel. So Ben asked me why I didn't go. I said, no. I told him I'm doing something. I told Ben I was doing something. And what I was doing, I don't even know what will be the outcome. It is just a risk I'm taking. If it works, why not? If it works, I'll tell him to do the same thing. Ben is here, he knows. Ben was my senior in college, but after college, Ben and I, we became very close. We were chasing money. He knows. We were doing things that will give us opportunity to do things. Ben, why not? You know, I don't want to say things here. So, the dream is to have a new beginning. It's well as saying something. I mean, school and scholarship straight to Charlie. That is it. Oh. Let me see. This is Bismarck or die. Charlie, that is it. So what we want to achieve is what? What we want to achieve is to get money and travel. What we want to achieve is to apply to schools, get scholarships and travel. See, sometimes, Charlie, the way I was broken. I've seen my brother Golda. What's up? Golda, what's up? I hope you are fine. Hey, Jerry. I see my brother Jerry. What's up, Jerry? The way I was broke, let me say something. I'm going to say something right now. I've been saying the way I was broke. When I tell you my stories, I tell you the summary version. I'm going to say something here. There is somebody here who has helped me. And that day, I lied to him to get this help. I will say it for you to know, for him to also know the extent to which I was broke. Golda, Blewuji Francis. Francis was a friend, and I were in the same cubicle in Akachi College of Education. Bejo, we were in the same cubicle when we went to college. So, a long way, where they did reshuffle and move him. Golda has been very nice to me. Golda and I, Golda was a very good friend. We move together, we do stuffs. Golda and I, we do a lot. Do you know what happened? Few months ago before I traveled, I think some months before I traveled, I called Golda one day. I'm saying this thing from the bottom of my heart. Golda was not aware. There was one morning, I needed money. Charlie. Oh, God. I feel like crying, man. Come on. I'm just emotional, guys. There was one morning I needed just 10 Ghana cedis to do something. I needed just 10 Ghana cedis to do something. I was not having money. I checked through my contact list. I don't know who to ask money. I sent a message to Golda. I sent a message to Golda that I wanted to send money to my mother. I wanted to send money to my mother. And I needed, I think, 30 cedis or so. I think that if I pick my phone, those messages are still on my phone. I needed 30 Ghana cedis to, I think, to top up the money or to serve as the charge to send the money to my mother that morning. God being so good, God has sent me the money. That day, I sent the money early in the morning, around 5 to 6. God has sent the money to me that day. That day, I was weeping on the bed. I was weeping. That is the extent to which I was so broke too. Golda never knew what I was facing. That is the level to which my brokenness reached. So when I'm telling you that is how broke I was, people don't understand. If I needed just 10 Ghana cedis to do something, I have to call somebody and lie that I wanted to send money to my mother. So if you reach that stage, if you reach that stage that I was, you reach that stage that you just needed only 10 cedis, you need to ask somebody to give you. You understand the angle I've been coming from. When I tell you I was broke, you understand the angle I've been coming from. I always tell you the things I tell you about me, they are the summary version. Golda is here. I can pick my phone. And mention the date he sent me that money. I needed 10 cedis, so 10 Ghana cedis. So when God gives you the new beginning, if you are struggling and you have gotten the opportunity, study something that will make you very relevant. Study something that will make you relevant. So that in the worst case scenario, if you have to go to Ghana, you land a job. Perfect, I see you. Kalin, I see you. You land a job that will pay very well. I met somebody few months ago. I will not mention where he lives. He lives in one of the top countries here. Not in Canada, not in US. He lives in one of the countries. He told me he's going back to Ghana. I said, hey, my guy. He said, Charlie, he has made a lot. He made a lot of money. He mentioned the amount he received a month. I said, yeah, that's a good money, man. They were paying him in dollars, man. He said he's going back to Ghana. I said, hey, Charlie, the point I'll be before I go back to Ghana, that I'm going back to Ghana, Charlie, the poverty in which I am, maybe I have clean. See, that level of poverty that I know I was, unless I've cleaned that, my friends are well, people who have helped me in life, then those people, I have been able to affect them positively before I want to go back to Ghana to go and work. Do you know, somebody who told me he wanted to go back to Ghana less than 1 month ago, he told me that he landed a job in Ghana. They gave him bungalow. I said, oh, Charlie, this one, he be like, that person is not my size. Oh. That man is in his early 50s. Oh. They gave him bungalow. They gave him car. So he said, even though he's going back to Ghana, he's not going to his apartment. Oh. That is the stage I want you people to be. That is the kind of programs that I want you to come and study here. That is what I want you to have at the back of your mind if you want to travel to any developed country to go and study. So that when you go back to Ghana, the job you land, the amount they will pay you in Ghana cedis, when people hear it, they should be amazed. When people hear it, they should even collapse. If somebody is living in a good country, wants to go back to Ghana, he returned to Ghana. Less than a month, he got a job. And see, if I mention his salary, that is confidentiality. I don't want to do that. If I mention his salary, that will be paying him per month. They've given him accommodation, giving him a car in Ghana. Charlie, see, What I'm telling you is reality. This is not a cock and bull story. This is not a cool story. Reality. Reality. I go see. That is it. Though I don't want to lay much emphasis on this. Don't move to any country to go and settle for less. Don't move to any country to go and study any program, just any program. Don't just say Canada is my dream country. Canada is my country. You come here and once you are here, you relax. Don't do that. Don't do that. Shatawale will tell you, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, nobody. Don't do that. Don't do that. For visa purposes, you can get some of these programs, apply to some of these programs relating to your background. Once you land in the country, Charlie, once you land in your country, the country of destination, once you land in that country, see, change your program as quickly as possible. Me, when I was in the plane coming, God knows, me, I've never been to airport before. Me, I've never been to airport. That day, see, when I saw people who were coming to Kotoka International Airport, were in the queue, I was crying. I'm telling you, I was crying in the queue because because from where I was coming from, what I went through, Charlie, I was crying, man. When the plane, Perfect is here. She bought me the bread. I told her, she bought me bread. I kept that bread in my bag just to eat in the plane. That is, see, you see my mentality. I never knew they were going to serve us. When the plane, the air hostess, these whites were serving us. Hey, they come, hey, what shall I serve you? And they say, hey, me too. Me, hey, broke guy, me too. White woman was serving us. Hey, Jesus, God. Charlie, I was crying. I was weeping. Two women. One lady was here. She was going to Egypt. You know, Egypt is visa-free country from Ghana. So she went to Egypt. She told me she was going to cook for some people. Then another woman too was here. She was going to China. I was weeping. They were just looking at me. The lady was asking me. I told her she will not understand. The lady, I was only telling her she will not understand. When God gives you this opportunity. Golda never knew that is the stage in which I was until I'm saying it now. God gives you this opportunity. You need to make good use of it. You need to make good use of it. When I told you the man who sent the 75,000 to me when I was at Kotoka, they wanted to see my living expenses. God knows I had only 180 Ghana cedis in my account. When I went to him with my visa, looking for plane ticket, 33,000, I was looking for money. I wake up times and I cry. I have the pains I have in my heart. The pains I have in my heart. Charlie, because of what I went through. The pains I have in my heart. Now I just pray to God to take those things out of my heart, because when I went to that man that morning, he looked into my face and told me that people are dying. People are dying to have visa. People are dying to have visa. But I have gotten visa and I have not gotten money. That is what makes him so sad. But because I have considered him and moved from my place to him just to look for money, it's a great privilege. Even though he doesn't have money to give me, he was going to call people. Even if it's loan, he will take it from them. Every day he calls me. Every morning he calls me to ask me, please, my house. I said, I have not gotten the money. But I knew I was going to get the money. When they asked me where is my living, the money I'll be spending here, where is it? I told them I have it in my account. The lady asked me to go and print it. I said I have the ATM that I'll be using here. She told me to go and print it and bring it to her. But I told God he will never disappoint me. When I was moving to the ATM card, his thoughts just came to my mind. I called him. I told him, Charlie, I'm at the airport. Oh. They said they need to see the money I'll be spending here. Charlie, I don't have the money. So please, can he send me 50,000 Ghana cedis into my account? He said, hey, Bis. He calls me Bis. I told him, if you truly want me to travel, if you truly want me to travel to have a new beginning, that is what he can do for me. He stopped like some 2-3 seconds and he said, okay. I sent him my bank account. Less than 1 minute, he sent 75,000 Ghana cedis into my account. One day, I'll share that message on the page for you to see. Charlie, God bless you. Charlie, that is it. I wish you all the best. That is why I say that everybody, that is why, excuse me, that is why I say that everybody, we are a gold in a dust. You are a gold in a dust, so your stars will surely shine. If you find yourself in a hole, if you find yourself everywhere, once you don't give up, your stars will shine. You are a gold in the dust. Charlie, I'm too emotional. God bless you. Bye-bye.